We'll jump down into the second piece, which is have a plan. You have to have a plan when you're going to hit. You step into the batter's box, okay? Your coach, if your coach says, hey, what's your plan? You better have an answer, okay? I'm going to hit the ball. Well, where are you going to hit the ball? I don't know, wherever it's pitched, okay? Are you going to hit a fastball, curveball? I don't know. You can't have those non-answers. Those are non-answers. You have to have an answer, okay? What are you doing? I'm just going to give you a very general plan, okay, that translates all the way up to the high school level. Number one is an inside pitch, okay? You're going to divide the plate into 3 sections. Inner third, down the middle, okay, outer third. If I'm going to hit a ball inside, number one, I better hurry up and I got to hit that ball quicker. I got to be out front. So I'm going to make contact with that ball right here, okay? I'm going to pull the baseball. If it's down the middle, I have a little bit more time. I'm probably going to hit it off the front of the plate right here, okay? And that ball is going to go back up the middle. Outside pitch, I need to let it travel. I cannot hit it out front. I need to let it travel, so I'm going to let that ball travel, and I'm going to hit that baseball, and I'm going to drive it to the right side. Those are 3 different ball locations when you hit the ball, okay? If I take this outside pitch, and I try to hit it out front, I'm early, okay? And I hit it out here, am I very strong, this far extended? No, so I'm going to hit a weak ground ball to the shortstop, who's the best infielder in the field, and he's going to pick up your 32 hopper and he's going to throw it over first base and you're out, okay? So you make sure that you hit the ball in a nice, strong position within your swing, okay? If it's outside, it's away from me, I need to let it travel and get to me so I can get a little bit of power on the ball, okay? So I need to drive it back through, all right? Those are 3 ball locations we'll talk about today, okay? The next thing is we want to be hitters, right? So we need to put the ball in play, all right? That's our job, is we put the ball in play, okay? So if you're a hitter and you want to put the ball in play, what you need to be thinking about, especially if somebody's talking about a plan, is I'm going to hammer the first ball I can get the barrel on. All I need to do is get the barrel on the ball. So I'm going to hammer the first ball I can get a barrel on, okay? So if that's an outside pitch, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hammer that ball. First ball you can get a barrel on. You just be aggressive, be a hitter, and if you can hit it hard, you hit it, okay? It may not be a pitch down the middle, it may be off a little bit, but if it's a good pitch, okay, you go ahead and jump on it. Hammer the first ball you can get a barrel on, okay? And as far as a target, what we're going to talk about today is looking middle away, okay? Talk about looking middle away, those 2/3. So the first starting point that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about looking into the gap first. So if I'm a right-handed hitter, this direction right here is the right center gap. Some coaches talk about hitting the ball up the middle. I like to talk about looking here first, and this is just a starting point. I don't have to hit the ball there, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a fastball, and I'm looking to hit the ball into the right center gap first, okay? If it's a little bit in and I see it and it looks good, I can speed up and turn on it. If it's a little bit away, or if it's a little bit different pitch, okay, I can still stay on a little bit longer and drive it to the right side. But I always have a starting point. That's what I'm looking for first. I'm looking at the gap first, okay? Which leads me into the next thing is, what pitch are you looking for? You need to have a plan, we talked about, right? You want to hunt the fastball. You want a fastball first. You can make adjustments after that, but you really want to hit a fastball first. So look for a fastball, okay? Whenever you guys are in your games, and the pitcher's maybe throwing curveballs and mixing a fastball here and there, or throwing the ball up or down, you never want to say to your teammate, hey, watch for that curveball. Be ready for the fastball, but watch for that curveball. Your plan is to what? Hit the fastball. Hunt the fastball, okay? Give me a fastball. So look on that fastball, and then you can make an adjustment after that. Great first approach, first plan to kind of have as you're learning about hitting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about your progression, and then we're going to jump in and we got to get you guys hitting, okay? Very important to know what this feels like first, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a progression, okay? You get in, you warm up. The first thing you should do, you haven't seen a lot of pitches or anything, but the first thing you should do is you need to find out where the back of your zone is. back of your zone or the depth of your zone, okay, right before the ball goes into the catcher's glove. So I want to feel what this ball feels like first. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 10 swings, okay, and your progression is let the ball travel, and I want to feel what the back of my strike zone feels like, okay, the deepest part of my zone. And so when that ball travels in there, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let it travel all the way back. I may even miss this one, but my goal is to hit it into the dugout. We're going to go dugout first. So I'm going to really try to feel the back of this. So we're going to go into the dugout. So you can cheat a little bit, okay? Ball comes in, wait. Bam, we're going to try to hit it into the dugout. Now I know how deep that is, and I need to speed up or slow down. Now I need to speed up a little bit. It's kind of like warming up, right? Warming up, you start off in a sprint, or if you're cold, you start off jogging, right? Well, this is kind of like our jog, back of the zone. So I hit 2 balls into the dugout, and then I hit 2 balls at the first base coach's box, okay? Boom, 1, 2, right at the first base coach's box. And then I hit 2 balls at the first baseman, 2 balls at the second baseman, and then I try to hit 2 balls into the gap. And that's my progression, and what I've done is I've warmed myself up, I've speeded up a little bit. The worst thing you can do in batting practice is have your first swing and hit it this way. Because now what do you have to do to compensate? You have to wait or you have to slow down. You never want to tell a hitter to slow down, okay? Always work from speeding up, slow to speeding up. It's a much easier progression, okay? Don't ever start off by pulling the ball on your first round of batting practice. Let the ball travel, hit the ball on the right side first, okay? And let's see. After you come back through, another progression that you can do if you don't want to go 2-2-2-2 this way is you can just hit 5 ground balls to the second baseman. Okay, just start up. Great way to start off is bam, just hit 5 ground balls because then I'm swinging downhill, okay, and I'm hitting the ball to the right side. Lefties would do just the opposite. They're going to go 5 ground balls to the shortstop, okay, and that would be a progression. Demands a little bit of discipline. You have to be patient, you have to have a good plan, you have to be selective, means if you're going to hit the ball to the opposite field, you have to get the correct pitch to do that with, okay? Typical average high school pitcher is going to pump you outside corner. Number 1, you're not going to hit it very far. Number 2, high school hitters are not good enough to drive that pitch on a consistent basis. And number 3, there's a natural fear. Because I'm a human being, I don't want to hit you, okay? So if you're standing up and I'm pitching to you, a typical human being has a natural fear. I don't really want to hit you, okay? And then number 2, as a baseball player, I don't want to put you on first base, okay? So if I'm looking down the middle and I'm going to throw a fastball down the middle, okay? A lot of times, it's going to drift away. If I throw the ball down the middle and I throw the ball away, you guys should be able to hammer that pitch, all right? And if you were to take a normal game, all right, you were to take a normal baseball game in high school, I would bet you that 75 to 80% of the pitches are down the middle or outside, whether it's a lefty or a righty, okay? Pitchers just can't consistently throw it inside for a strike, okay? So when I talk about a plan, talk about hitting the middle of the plate and the outside part of the plate, that's because that's where 75 to 80% of the pitches are, okay? So that's the pitch that you want to drive. You're not going to be able to hit every pitch that he throws you, okay? So the next piece that I was going to talk to you a little bit about is about being selective, okay? Now our plan was what? Hammer the first pitch you can get the barrel on. That can be an off-speed pitch, that can be a fastball, it could be in, it can be outside. The first thing you recognize, and it's within your plan, okay? I may be looking, what did I ask you guys to look at first? I asked you guys to hit it into the gap first. So as a righty, I'm going this way. As a lefty, I'm going into this gap first. That's my starting point. I asked you to hit it there first. That's where you're targeting, right? But if maybe I'm a little quick on my swing, or maybe that ball's in a little bit. If I get my barrel out and I throw the barrel on that ball and I hammer it down the line, or hammer it into the other gap, the pull gap, that's still a good hit, right? That's still very successful, okay? First ball I can get a barrel on. Hey, can I get a barrel on that? Yes. okay, then you jump on it, you hit it, that's okay. It's not wrong, understand that's not wrong, it's just a starting point, okay?